What if I told you you could glaze the inside and outside of a piece at the same time with one single movement? Well, you can with this technique, and we call it the trick. So we all know this technique of dipping a pot, making that air bubble on the inside, so we just glaze the outside. And we can do this to keep the inner part of the piece raw clay or a different color. That, of course, stays unglazed because of the air bubble that we form inside. But what if we pop that air bubble while we dip with a vigorous movement up and down like so? The air bubble pops and splashes glaze inside. This works on cylinders and bowls. Remember, if you're doing the trick, that really thin bottoms can actually break because of the impact of the glaze. So only do this with clay that's maybe a 1/4 inch or thicker at the base. I'll just mime that technique in the air really slowly so you can see better what I'm doing. Just remember, when you're actually doing this in glaze, you do need to do it pretty quickly. So say the level of the glaze is about where my hand is. I'm dipping in. You can try to leave a sort of perfect line there so you don't need to wipe the pot afterwards. I tend to just dip all the way in, and then it's a shake up and down like that, really hard. You don't need to get the pot above the surface. If you're doing that, just keep it sort of underwater as it were, like this. If you're doing it with bowls or more convex pieces, you'll need to shake a little bit harder. So I'll do it with this plastic again. Dip. You could stop there, you could go all the way underneath. Do the trick, and you're done. Really great for glazing large batches of work quickly. All right, let's do it with some bisque. Here's our little cup. Dip, shake, done.